Internet and website marketing, the answer to European marketing problems. Marketing in the European continent has always been a big problem to businesses and companies in the said region. Although European nations are united by a lot of aspects, each country still has differences that marketers and advertisers should consider. Aside from the distinction from country to country, there are clusters inside each country whose preferences should be considered. European nations have basically pleasant relations with each other, and their cultures have great similarities with each other. However, there still remain differences in habits, language, culture, climate, etc. And these have caused great difficulties to businessmen who are attempting to enter the European markets. The problem, Euro consumer clusters. A consumer cluster may or may not basically point to a group of people in the same European country. These clusters are defined by social, political, and cultural characteristics, what marketers call socio-demographics. Take for example, French-speaking Europeans belong to a different cluster from English-speaking citizens. Taking the same group of people, you could still divide the group into other clusters depending on financial income, gender, and preferences. When it comes to advertising and marketing, each company must consider the uniqueness of each cluster in order to communicate with them properly. Most people might think that this is not really difficult to do. All that an advertiser or marketer would have to do is to customize a marketing approach for each cluster. Nevertheless, you must remember that we are not just talking about a large city here. We are talking about the pan-European region. Although customizing a marketing approach is doable, this would entail a large investment and a considerable amount of risk. Although if you think about it, the real problem does not lie in the Euro consumer clusters, but in the advertising media available that could reach most, if not all, Euro consumers. Television is the widely used medium when it comes to advertising in a large area. Television advertisement could reach all of Europe, but could it address each cluster properly? Television might be able to overcome the language cluster, but a company could never customize a program for each cluster without spending a fortune. Print media, on the other hand, could not even overcome the language barrier effectively. The solution, internet and website marketing. Basing on the marketing problem that has been mentioned above, some people assume that there is no easy way for pan-European marketing. This is not true, though. There is, in fact, a cheaper and more effective way of addressing the need to specifically market to each cluster. Technology was good enough to provide us with the internet. The internet reaches almost the same market as television. Through internet marketing, one has the ability to customize a program to fit each cluster at a lower cost and with much greater efficiency. With the internet, the language barrier is the last thing you'll ever need to worry about, too, since most internet browsers have the ability to translate content effectively. You could even design your site in different European languages to effectively address the language cluster problem.